Right, good morning, and thank you very much for joining me again today, 5 February 2020. And today we want to look at the story of what is happening at CBZ. According to a report last week by the Zimbabwe Independent, Kuda Tagwirei, who is popularly known as Queen Bee, has bought CBZ, and he has also fired 6 top executives at the bank. On top of that, he is in the process of replacing the board. So the full board of CBZ, they are going to be replacing that board. They already appointed a new chairman of the board, Mark Horstman, in September 2019. So this is a significant development in the banking sector in Zimbabwe, because CBZ is the biggest bank in Zimbabwe in terms of assets. CBZ is sitting with over $1 billion worth of assets in Zimbabwe. So that is the only bank in Zimbabwe that had assets above $1 billion. We're talking here of buildings, cash, investments. They have over $1 billion. They are controlling a big chunk of the economy. CBZ is also a very significant bank because it has strong links with the government. I'm sure that CBZ is almost like a banker to the government. Many very popular government people bank there. If you look at people like Mugabe had his bank account at the CBZ. Mary Chiwenga, as you know, all the transactions that she did them through the CBZ. Also, the past 2 Reserve Bank governors, which is Gideon Gono and John Mangunja, they all came from the CBZ. And as I said now, the assets that they're holding, they're over $1 billion. So what is the importance, or what is the significance of having Kuda Tagwirei owning CBZ? Firstly, in Zimbabwe, I think there's a law that says one person should not own majority shareholding in a bank. I think the limit is around 10%. So if Kuda Tagwirei owns CBZ, and it is through his company called Akribos Capital and other related parties. So if he owns a significant stake that allows him to change the board, to change the senior executives, it means this has been done through a hidden shareholding. It means some of the shareholding is not revealed. It is being done through third-party companies and other people who have got shareholdings, who then come and work together to influence the strategy at the bank. So what is happening now is that if Kuda Tagwirei is now controlling CBZ, he is controlling the strategy and the governance at the bank. And this means they can do anything that they want to do at the bank, but because they work so closely to the government, they can also do other things that affect everybody. For example, Command Agriculture. I had a quick look at the balance sheet of CBZ and also the exposure of CBZ. That was from June 2019. If you look at where CBZ has been investing, almost, we can say 80% of the money that they've given out is in the areas of agriculture, mining, construction, logistics. Those are the areas where they give, they are exposed. And then they have a big chunk called private. So these are private individuals. And you will not understand who these private individuals are. You will not understand what all this agriculture, all this money, where is it coming from? Where is it going? Is it going to be paid back? And also, I looked very closely at the shareholding of CBZ, and they did not clearly disclose who are the shareholders in the bank. So you really have to look hard. But there is a note number 34 in their financial statements of June 2019, where they say that the bank has no controlling shareholder. If Kuda Tagwirei is indeed in charge or in control of CBZ, that means they've misstated in their statements that there's no shareholder, there's no significant shareholder, and they probably got away with it because of their close relationship with the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. So a very interesting development there at the CBZ. It's very significant. This is probably the most significant transaction that has taken place in Zimbabwe for a very, very long time. It means Kuda Tagwirei is now in control of the biggest financial institution in Zimbabwe, which is connected to the government. There are many implications of having that kind of setup, politically connected people owning the biggest bank in a country, also in charge of the governance and the strategy at the same time, which means the board can not independently make decisions. And this is a recipe for something going wrong, especially if they pack the board with their own people, if they dismiss competent executives and put their own people. Things like money laundering, things like controls. How do you control things that happen in the bank there, related party loans? It becomes a very significant thing in the bank. It could end up resulting in the bank being looted or illegal activities taking place in the bank, especially when politicians are involved. If you put your own people in a bank, you remove competent people, things start to go wrong. Are we seeing the beginning of things going even worse at CBZ? And what is the strategy behind someone like Kuda Tagwirei taking over at CBZ in a way that has not been exposed? So this is basically hidden shareholding. You will not see his name written that he owns this bank. And yet, all these big moves are being connected to him. Right, so that's all I wanted to say today. Very significant transaction taking place, CBZ, in the hands of Kuda Tagwirei, one of the richest men in Zimbabwe now. He controls, as I said yesterday, mining, manufacturing, agriculture, and now moving into banking, but moving in a very hidden way, in a way that is not exposed, but probably having more shareholdings in CBZ than what is allowed by law. So this is all that I wanted to say. Let's keep watching the moves that are taking place. And maybe many people will ask why we are focusing on Kuda Tagwirei and not on the other 5 people that were mentioned by the Youth League of ZANU-PF when they were making that statement about corrupt people in Zimbabwe. The reason is Kuda Tagwirei is obviously dealing with Command Agriculture funds. As part of his companies, he is dealing with Command Agriculture funds, and it's important as part of looking at how public funds are being used to keep track of the people that are dealing with Command Agriculture. Command Agriculture is a big problem. It has been mentioned in many, many forums that it is a big problem. That's how money is leaking out of the system. And also, Zimbabwe has had an issue with currency, shortage of cash. How can these things be traced? Why is people like Mtuli Ncube, who are very competent, failing to make this thing work, to make cash available? Zimbabwe is the only country in Southern Africa without cash. If you go to Mozambique, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, Zambia, Malawi, everyone has cash. You can withdraw cash at the ATM. Why is Zimbabwe the only place where you cannot get cash in your bank? Why is Zimbabwe the only country where the currency keeps crashing and coming up and crashing and coming up? Are we watching a beginning of another problem as the banking sector starts to fall into the hands of politically connected people? Very big question, and I am almost thinking that we're witnessing an irreversible takeover of the economy of Zimbabwe, which you cannot reverse in future without changing the political system. This is why I'm focusing on Kuda Tagwirei in these particular episodes that I've been doing. But obviously we have to keep looking at everything. The economy has reached a point where everything is not functioning. people are struggling. So let's keep watching, let's keep looking, and let's see what else is going to happen next. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you're watching this on WhatsApp, please send this to as many people as possible. If you're watching this on YouTube and Facebook, please like, comment, and share. Thank you very much.